Good morning, everyone. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning, dynamite service with explosive results. So we were at this house last week and we were supposed to do some flat work, and the customer said that they wanted some things done to the house that the homeowners association was complaining about. He was referring to it as railings, and what he meant were some beams that extend off of the house, and apparently they collect some mildew. So we took the square footage of the home, gave him a very fair deal, and in addition to the driveway, walkway, curbing, and a couple of concrete pads in the back. And we're going to shoot a house mix wash, which is about a 50-50 mix. It's actually less than that. It's about a 70-30 mix, 70 water, 30 SH, and a little Dawn. A little surfactant. I like to use Green Goddess. It's something that I blend on my own. We used to use Dawn all the time. It's a great surfactant. Still use it for concrete and some other things. Dawn has a multitude of purposes. It's not very good for asphalt shingles because it deteriorates the manufacturer's coating, and as well as vinyl siding. Same thing, the degreaser is just too strong, and over time it makes it brittle. It strips that protective coating off of there. It's also not bleach stable, so if you leave it in a SH tank, it breaks down kind of murky and nasty. But we did use it for years and years. I'll show you over here. You can kind of see the flashing, and so we're going to take care of this. This homeowner is restricted to a walker, and they really can't get out and see their home at all. But you can see that flashing is pretty bad up there. And then whoever last did their roof ended up stovepiping it, which I refer to as it's a chemical reaction that occurs with SH and metal, and so I like to bag those up, and that way those vent pipes don't turn charcoal brown. But can't be in control of everybody's work, so to each their own. So I'll turn you around here, let you see kind of what this pad looks like. You can kind of get an idea there, and I'm just going to take a nice little picture so we have a before and after of that. And we've got another pad over there, and the house wraps around. We're about to get all set up, but I just really made this video because it's really important for you guys to know your worth. So what are you, what is your minimum to show up to a job? What is your hourly? And are you in the market between that, for your demographics, obviously. Some places are still at 18 cents a square. So in 2018, it was 18 to 22 cents a square. So it's now 2023, and as you guys know, cost of chems have gone up significantly. SH, for example, used to be $1.10 a gallon, and now it's pushing a little over $2. So there are significant increases in regards to cost of doing business. I'm about a quarter to 30 cents a square on flat work, and my roofs are 40 cents a square. Travertine is a little bit more expensive because we're using a peroxide-based chem. So, I'm anywhere between that 35 cents a square mark, generally speaking, but it's also going to be accessibility, types of staining that's there, how many hours to complete the job, accessibility. Am I using front 9 restoration bark, or am I using oxalic acid? There's a big difference in price there. So everything is charged accordingly, so that I can continue to stay in business, and so that I'm fair from homeowner to homeowner to homeowner. I have parked in this roundabout here. You can see the parking is limited, and the reason for that is because I need to clean these curbs, and you can see the curbing along here is really black. So I can't just pull up alongside here because I'm going to be in the way. And yes, if I had an open trailer, I would pull off the road here and then just rinse down my vehicle at the end. But I don't like to get any SH into the rotors or brake systems. I don't like anything splashing up underneath. And I really don't think it's a great idea to be, washing your vehicle in front of somebody's place. So you can do that back at the shop. You can certainly rinse it down while you've got your, hose going. But, as far as neutralizing that SH, very important inside the rotors and any splash up on the vehicle, obviously, as well. So, this curbing here needs to be cleaned, and I need some room to be able to do that. I need to be able to get in here and really get that curbing cleaned up real nicely. So we'll take a nice little picture of that, just so we can see what those curbs look like before and afterwards. You can see the striping on this driveway, so we'll take a nice little picture of that. And then we have a walkway and some other areas around the house. You can see over here, I'm just going to be using the X-Jet today. I'm going to be using a J-Rod for certain things. I'll be using the turbo tip probably on the curbing. But we'll surface clean everything and see how it looks. And then if we need to do touch-ups, we'll do touch-ups. You can see over here, which is like almost like a plexiglass. I don't know if you guys can see it because that sun is so bright. But if I bring you in there, you got a good bit of mold underneath here, so you probably can't see that. What I'll do is I'll shoot that underneath here and let you see that, what that looks like. You can kind of see that maybe now a little bit, so you can see that that mold into there. And so we'll touch all that up for them. And then we do have a pressure issue. I'm getting 5 gallons a minute coming out of the residential water supply on the north side of the home, so we're all set to go there. But they also have a separate irrigation system where they're having some issues with with pressure, and so some of his grass is dying. But we do want to be really mindful of all of our plants in through here. You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that we're watering before, during, and after, so that we get all of that nice and tended to. We want those roots drinking. So it's not just about watering the bushes, it's really about the root system that's down underneath there. We really want to get those roots drinking, and then we want to lay a nice blanket of water across there, and we'll go ahead and shoot. And then while that's dwelling, while our chems are dwelling, we'll lay some more water on there. And because we're using the 70-30 mix, it'll take all of that stuff off of the flashing. But we won't compromise the integrity. We won't color stain any of this. This is already bleach stable. So color fast, tested. We want to make sure that we're not laying a hot solution, because if that's not wet and you lay a hot solution on there, you will change the color of that. So very important, and it will look absolutely horrible. This pad here, we're going to move some furniture and some other things. I just got a spider web in my nose, and get all of these things, get all this stuff off of here, get all these things off of there, get your wind chimes down, and then shoot the house. These are the soffits, so they're kind of an old school soffit method, but we'll make sure that those are rinsed out and looking good as well. So we'll run 100 feet of 3/8 poly braided siphon hose, and that'll stretch us around each one, so I'll only have to move that twice. It'll be 3 times total moving it, which is an aluminum hand truck that's rated for 900 pounds. And what we want to do there is just strategically place it on each corner so that we can wrap the area. And then we're going to take care of all of this in through here. We're going to tighten all of this up, and you can just see the little bit of organic matter that's set up there. This is a painted surface, so you don't want to be running a surface cleaner on here. You can see right there, you've got a painted surface with a compromised area. So it's very important to make note of that type of thing. And I'm sure there's bad weather stripping. I'm sure there's lots of issues going around this home. So we want to just be sort of careful as to how we are treating things. And you can see, obviously this can't take any type of pressure here. You have an exposed outlet here, and then you have paint chipping here, so that will rip right off of there. So be very, very careful of those types of things. Be mindful of those types of things. The surface cleaning is obviously a walk in the park. We'll lay a hot mix, but make sure, you can see they've got very nice grass, so we want to make sure that you're not laying such a hot solution, and I will be laying a hot solution, that you're burning that grass up. So the very most important thing to do is get that wet before. Make sure you pre-treat that. I pre-treat the driveways, and the reason I do that, pre-treating is just putting water on it. And the reason I do that is because it opens up the pores and it allows my solution to penetrate down deep into those pores. I don't just spray a solution straight onto here. Number one, you're gonna burn the grass up. And number two, you're not opening up those pores so that that concrete is drinking that solution and killing all of that mold and mildew. Everybody have a great day. Look forward to the after video. This place will look absolutely brilliant. Should be taking me 2.5 to 3 hours, if that, to walk this thing out. And that's just because I got to tote some stuff in the back and do some little touch work where I don't want to be, killing paint and things like that. So I do have to take my time in some areas. So go slow, be meticulous and thorough, do great work. I did this roof, this brown house here. I did that roof probably 3 years ago, and it looks just beautiful. I mean, it looks just brand new. So that was done by me, and you can see the vent pipes. If you can see the vent pipes, not the vent caps, but the vent pipes. Okay, there's one there and there's one there. Those are nice and galvanized like they should be, and that's because I bag those suckers up. I look around the neighborhood and I see other roofs that have been done, and they look like sticks. They look like charcoal brown. That's because people are just slapping SH up there and not taking the time to bag those things up. It's just something that I thought of, and if it were my house, I would want things to be as close to the way that they were prior to the exterior cleaning contractor coming out. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning.